up guys, it's your girl Tati, and today I'm back with another video. For all my new subscribers, thank you so much for joining the family. If this is your first time ever seeing my face, go ahead and make sure you click that subscribe button because we are on the road to 1K and we are almost there. But yeah, in today's video I'm just going to be doing a quick little second trimester update because your girl is kind of out of her second trimester already. Like, I'm a little bit already halfway in my third trimester at this point, but I didn't want to continue to make content without updating you on what the second trimester was like for me, because I feel like that is a very important part of pregnancy and everyone's pregnancy is different. So yeah, we're going to be talking about all the ups and downs and getting into all types of details about what that was like for me. So if you're interested, then keep on watching. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about weeks 13 to I believe around 28. If you guys didn't see my first trimester update, I will leave that up here somewhere. I don't remember what side it's on. I talked a lot about how I was dealing with really bad nausea and how it was all the time and I was really sick, and thank the Lord that finally stopped around week 17. Now, that is not to say that I have not had moments of still puking, but very few and very far in between. I can now hold food down. I don't feel like I have to eat all the time. I feel like I got back to myself in that sense. You guys don't understand how happy I am, because there are some people that can struggle with morning sickness their whole pregnancy, and the way it was going for me, it was looking like it was never gonna go away. But yeah, that finally went away. Around week 18 is when I feel like I felt the baby move for the first time. It was very much exactly how they describe it, like just a feeling like a little flutter. Like, it wasn't definitive, but you know, just felt like a little something, to the point where you have to question yourself, and it was like, okay, like, was that the baby? Or was I a little gassy? Or, you know, like, you don't know for sure. And the first time I felt him move, where I was like, okay, I know for sure that this is the baby, was on Thanksgiving. I don't know if he knew it was Thanksgiving or if he was ready for food, but yeah, he was doing all types of stuff in there. But this is different for everyone. Some people can feel it as early as like 16 weeks, and some people don't feel it until like 23 weeks. So if you don't feel baby move right away, don't be alarmed. It's different for everyone. Moving forward, around week 22 is when I had my anatomy scan. For those of you that don't know what an anatomy scan is, it's pretty much where they're just checking the overall development of the baby, making sure that they're the right, you know, weight, height, that their brain looks good, their heart looks good. They literally look at everything, and I'm very pleased to say that he passed with flying colors. He was perfectly healthy. And another thing that they told me at this appointment is that I actually have an anterior placenta, which means my placenta is actually right in front. So, you know, between the outside and the baby is the placenta, and that's completely fine. The placenta just happens to implant itself wherever it wants to. But the only thing is, even though I might feel strong movements from him, I actually can't see it as well. So when I try to record him kicking, when I know he's doing backflips and stuff in there, you can't really see it from the outside because my placenta is right there, and you know, that's protecting him and all. So yeah. Next up, we have the infamous glucose test. Now, I know some people dread this. I feel like a lot of pregnant women are just like, this is the part that I look forward to the least. That stuff is disgusting. The glucose test is where they give you a drink. I think it's just like a really sugary drink, and they test you for gestational diabetes. For me, it was not a big deal at all. I mean, I feel like if you could take a shot or a drink, or just, it literally just tastes like flat soda. I got the orange kind. I know that they also offer fruit punch and maybe some other ones, but I got the orange one last time and it wasn't that bad, so I went and got the orange one this time, and yeah, I just drank it. And then you have to wait an hour, so I waited in my car for an hour, and then they draw your blood, and then you get the results within a couple of days. And so I am negative for gestational diabetes, which is another blessing. Thank you, Jesus. They also drew my blood for a bile acid test. Now, if you guys have not seen the How I Almost Lost My Daughter story time, I will link that above as well. But pretty much with my last pregnancy, I was diagnosed with cholestasis of pregnancy. For those of you that don't know, it's just pretty much when your liver stops filtering out the bad toxins in your body, and then it could reach your baby, and then it could potentially lead to stillbirth. And I go into all the details of my experience and how that was like in that video. So being that I was diagnosed with that, I actually have a 60% chance of having that for all of my future pregnancies moving forward. So that's something that they just wanted to stay on top of and keep monitoring. The tricky thing about that as well is I could be tested today and it be negative, and I can be tested tomorrow and it be positive. So that's a test that I'll probably have to get done reoccurringly, but I don't mind because I rather be, you know, in the know and be up to date about that. So now I'm going to be talking about all the symptoms that I had and all like the body changes that I experienced for my second trimester. I'm going to start off with the good things because my second trimester was not the honeymoon phase for me personally. Like I said, everyone's pregnancy is different. So we're gonna start off on the good stuff. My hair has been growing. You can't really tell because I have it up, but I wanna say at the beginning of my pregnancy, I cut it like almost armpits, and it's grown like at least 3 inches. So hair's doing good, it's feeling healthy. My skin has done really awesome as well. Even without makeup, I feel like my skin is super glowy and super clear. I do get a little bit of hormonal breakouts, like I'll get like 1 pimple here or 1 pimple here, but for someone that doesn't struggle with acne, like I'm not gonna complain about a pimple every now and then because it's not that serious. Another good thing is I barely have any new stretch marks. Now I do have some old stretch marks from my first pregnancy with my daughter, but they are really light. It wasn't like the first time where they were really dark and they were all over. It's just a little bit on my sides, and they're really light, like I said. Also, I had really bad stretch marks my last pregnancy on my breast, and I barely have any of those, so we're doing good in the stretch mark department. And for those people that are gonna tell you all these things that you can do to prevent stretch marks and all that good stuff, stretch marks are hereditary. So even though there are some products that you can use to decrease the appearance of stretch marks, if God wants you to have stretch marks, you gonna have stretch marks, okay? Like, you can't get rid of them. It ain't no oil, ain't no lotion, ain't no special potion to get rid of stretch marks. For any of you that are curious on what I've been using to moisturize my belly, I've been using the Palmer's Cocoa Butter Stretch Mark Massage Lotion, I believe is what it's called. And I tried a whole bunch of stuff. I like that one the best because I feel like it keeps me moisturized throughout the day. I was initially using the Nivea 24-hour lotion, and it would feel good when I, you know, first put it on, but throughout the day, like, I just wouldn't feel moisturized. I don't really suffer from dry skin, which I know a lot of pregnant women experience, especially when their belly is stretching and stuff like that. But yeah, I just feel like the cocoa butter one keeps me the most moisturized. Also, I really like baby oil gel and baby oil. I like the way it smells, and it just works. So yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna be getting into the reasons why this second trimester has been anything but a honeymoon phase for me. I don't want to sound like I'm complaining too much because, again, pregnancy is a blessing. I'm very blessed to be able to bring life into this world, but nope, I'm over it. Like, give me my son, I'm ready. Because first off, I didn't even know this was a pregnancy symptom, but I've been dealing with bad congestion. I thought initially that I just had a cold, and then I realized that that cold just never went away. And yeah, I'm literally congested all the time, and now it's to the point where I have nosebleeds, and I never really dealt with nosebleeds ever before, so that's been fun. Another thing, I feel like as soon as the nausea stopped, the headaches started. It's like, okay, you know, we're done being nauseous, but then these headaches just hit me out of nowhere, and they don't happen that often, thank God, because they are like bad, like really bad, to the point where I feel like I can't even function. Like, the pain just like takes over, and they also don't last really long. I feel like there was only 3 or 4 days where the headache was like an all-day thing. Another symptom, I guess you could say, is my dreams have been wild. I have dreams that are like movies. Like, no joke, Taraji P. Henson was in my dream the other night, and I thought it was like a whole ass movie. Sometimes if I wake up in the middle of a dream, I will literally try to go back to sleep just so I can finish it, because like, I need to know how it ends. Like, you can't leave me on this cliffhanger. Moving on to like my cravings and my weight gain and all that good stuff, I don't really have any new cravings besides I've actually been craving healthy food, y'all. Like,
I know, I'm shocked too.
I've been eating like carrots and a little bit of ranch like every single day. That tastes like so good to me. Like, something so simple, but I don't know why it tastes so freaking bomb to me. What else do I crave? Salads. Salads hit the spot different nowadays. I don't know what it is. I don't know if this baby's like,
Mom, you done already gained 30 pounds this pregnancy. I'm gonna need you to slow it down because we're still trying to have a hot girl summer. So yeah.
and there's not much I can do about my weight gain besides eat healthy, because if you guys don't know, I was actually diagnosed with SPD, which is symphysis pubis dysfunction. I did talk about that in my first trimester update and explain what that was. I'm not going to sit here and try to explain it again because I still don't understand it fully, but it's pretty much just a joint in my pelvic bone causes me severe pain and brings me to my last like big reason as to why this second trimester has sucked for me is I am in pain all the time. Like I literally can't even walk some days, can't even get out of bed. Like it is so bad. There's not much you can do to help it besides, you know, not exercising like crazy, not walking like crazy, not overworking yourself. But then it just leads you to be like, okay, so what the hell can I do? Because some days it literally feels like I'm on bed rest. And the simplest things can bring you pain. Getting out of the bathtub, getting in the car, walking around for too long, like it sucks. And I'm just trying to take it easy because there's been like worst case scenarios where people like have to be in wheelchairs because they can't walk. It's so much pain. I'm just hoping I don't get to that point. I haven't really been doing the best job of that lately because I am in full-blown nesting mode to the point where I just want to deep clean everything. I want to get rid of stuff. I want to rearrange stuff. I want to organize stuff. Like I just have all this urge to just want to get this house 100% prepared for baby, even though I feel like if he came tomorrow it'd be fine. But in my head I'm like, I have so much to do and it sucks because I feel like I have to literally break it down to only doing a certain amount of things a day so I don't overwork myself to where I'm in pain and I can't, you know, do anything. So yeah, this second trimester, I mean, it hasn't been horrible. It could be worse. So I just have to keep that in mind. It could be worse. And at the end of the day, I'm in my third trimester now. We're in the home stretch. We are almost there. So yeah, that was pretty much my second trimester in a nutshell. Hopefully I didn't rush through that too fast, but I'm not even gonna lie, your girl is hungry and I need to go make me some food. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, I do have more videos coming. I definitely want to do a baby shower haul, a what's in my hospital bag. So if you're not yet subscribed, definitely go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can join the family and stay up to date with all my videos. If you have any questions or video ideas for me, go ahead and leave it in the comments down below, because whatever you guys want to see, I definitely want to make sure I film that for you. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all in my next video. Just kidding, I almost forgot to give you guys a bump update. This is what we're looking like at 32 weeks. Okay, but for this time, bye.